Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining me as we wait for a minute. As I always check the sound, like I always do. I used always a lot in that sentence. Put in the chat where you are watching from tonight. Oh, I can hear it. That means we are live. That's awesome. Believe it or not, why am I stuttering? Because I'm excited. Believe it or not, the Canucks can still make the playoffs. Yes, it is very, very, very highly improbable. But with the San Jose Sharks win tonight, the Canucks can make the playoffs. I will get to that in a second. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take on one take. It's Clay's Canucks Commentary, my weekly live stream for Sunday night, April the 24th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Well, firstly, welcome. Secondly, hit the subscribe button for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I appreciate you being here. I just came off my monthly Zoom chat with franchise, Hall of Fame, and legend members. It was wonderful. It goes by so fast, and that's one of the perks you get if you sign up to become at least a franchise member. But we had a really, really good time. No problem, Brandon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for trying. But so I'm 15 minutes later than the usual 10 o'clock, because that was from 9 to 10. I needed 10 minutes to recoup and recharge and rejig a couple things, set a couple things up. And I had a roller hockey game tonight. Yes, not the best. We lost 7-2, but we still had a good time. I think we're going to get teared down. We've lost 8-3 and 7-2. No points for this good-looking guy yet, but really, that's not really my game. So we'll see what happens. So tonight, a lot to get through. Canucks talk, Ask Me Anything, Gordle, wrap up, and then a couple announcements. Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to be live streaming on Wednesday night because I have to study for my final for my master's. But then I am going to do Friday night after the Canucks' final game of the season, and we're going to go for a full 2 hours. I think I'm going to institute the wheel, do a giveaway, just kind of a wrap up to the season. I'm still going to stream throughout the season, maybe drop down to one a week. We'll see. But make sure that you join me this Friday night for a 2-hour live stream. Yes, 2 hours, not 24 hours, unless the Canucks make it to the playoffs, but I would still give myself more warning and be able to work up to it. I promise a 24-hour live stream if the Canucks make the playoffs, but we'll see. Thank you very much, Lucas, legendary Lucas Gates, for the $2 donation. Anything is still possible. Thank you, San Jose, and I will get to all of that in a second. Thanks again, Lucas. Okay. Moderators, thank you. Thanks in advance. If it's racist, sexist, homophobic, ableist in another language or spam, delete it. If it's neutral or you don't agree with it, leave it up. Let someone else worry about it. As long as it's not disrespectful, you can keep it there. And thank you, Coach Rob, for that great the PSA that you always put up right on time. It's like you're ready for it. You probably have it right in the chat box and you just press enter because you know what's going to happen in the first 2 or 3 minutes. So thank you, moderators. Thank you to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. performandtransform.ca/CanuckClay, free 7-day trial. And Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Working on a brand new sponsorship deal with Jason. That's going to be very exciting if everything pans out. So we're still negotiating in a good way. All negotiations have been very positive. Also, to Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork that you see here, and to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Just Incredible, legendary Andrew Chang, all who are in my chat, some for a longer time than others, and Hall of Fame members Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Hsmfangirl Gaming, smoovegroove, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always. And thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos or in the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And finally, no matter where you're watching from, no matter if you're in Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. As always, you know that I do not take you for granted. You know that I'm the most consistent YouTube. No, I shouldn't say that because there are a lot of people who do way more videos than me. So scratch that from the record. But I like what I do. At least one a day, sometimes 2 a day, and a couple streams and a bunch of member stuff. So make sure you become a member to access all those perks. I appreciate you. I know you can be watching, doing anything else, getting ready for school, getting ready for work, getting ready for bed. For me, there's no way I'm going to get my 10,000 steps today, but I did play 2 hours of roller hockey. So when we're done at 11:15 sharp, I will be definitely studying for a couple hours with my exam coming up on Friday. Okay. As always, I will start off, then I will throw it to you in a few minutes, and then I will unleash you. You can unleash all of your questions, but at that time. Okay. I want to show you how the Canucks can still make the playoffs. It's very unlikely, but it's still possible. So let me show you real quick. My friends, look at this here. This is the wild card. Forget about Nashville. Can't catch them because we only have 3 games left. You want to focus on Dallas, Vegas, and Vancouver. All with 79 games played. That means all 3 teams have 3 games remaining. Let's presume Vancouver wins all of their 3 remaining games, 6 points. Doesn't matter if it's shootout, regulation, or even shootout, regulation, or overtime. Let's say the Canucks get all 6 points. So that means they beat Seattle on Tuesday at home. They beat LA on Thursday in their home finale, and then they beat Edmonton on Friday. Maybe Edmonton rests some players because they're playoffs. Maybe LA rests some players too. Who knows? So let's say we win. Let's just say we win all 3 games. We wind up with 93 points. Okay, you're saying, well, Dallas already has 93 points, but we would have 34 regulation wins and they would only have 30. So if we have 93, Dallas has 93, we win the tiebreaker. But you'll notice Vegas has the tiebreaker over us. So we can't tie with Vegas. So Vegas can't get to 93. The most they can get to is 92. So fine. You say, well, all Vegas they can only win 1 more and they have to lose the other 2, which is true. However, one of those 3 games remaining for Dallas and Vegas is against each other. So Dallas cannot get a single point. They can't win the game for sure. Then Dallas gets the second wildcard spot. That's why that Dallas-Vegas game is going to be huge. We actually want Vegas to win that one because if Dallas gets 1 or 2 points, they have 94, 95, and Vegas probably won't catch them either, actually. But they can figure that out. But we know Vancouver can't catch them. However, if Vegas beats Dallas in regulation, then Vegas has to 92. And then Vegas has to lose their final 2 games. Dallas has to lose their final 2 games. So that means the Canucks can still make the playoffs if 3 things happen. Number 1, we win all 3 of our games. Number 2, Vegas beats Dallas in regulation on Tuesday night. And number 3, actually technically 3 and 4, Dallas loses their other 2 games and Vegas loses their other 2 games. Okay, I hope you followed all that. It's not very likely, but it is possible. Not very possible, but it is possible. So you guys have seen that meme. I think it's from Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey saying, so you're saying there's still a chance. Yes, there is still a chance. It is very improbable, almost borderline impossible. And people are dropping reality checks in the chat. Dexter saying, sorry to say, but it's not happening. Dallas has a game against Arizona. Yeah, we've seen how bad Arizona has been. So there's a chance that that's not going to happen. But yeah, I see in the chat, staying alive. I'm still standing. So many things. Burns saying it's not over till it's over here from Germany. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm actually not going to the game on Tuesday night because it's bowling night, although they canceled my bowling league. So I'm contemplating picking up a single for that night, or maybe I'll just watch from home. I'll do some studying. And then I am going to the game on Thursday against the LA Kings. Okay. Let's get to your questions now. I'll do your questions for the next, I said Gordle. No, ask me anything at 10:50. So let's go for the next 23 minutes or so. Who do you think the Canucks should target this offseason? King RJ. They got to beef up their blue line, in particular their right side. I don't know who that is, but I think that's what they should do. How many games would you give Martin if Halak is hurt? Given I don't think you play Martin until we're mathematically out. So you play Demko tomorrow, Tuesday against Seattle. And then if we win and Vegas wins that game, then you play I still think no matter who you play on Tuesday, you play Demko on Thursday for the last home game, and then you play Martin in Edmonton on Friday. Dexter, what are your thoughts on Podkolzin, Pettersson, Garland, Pearson, Horvat, Hoglander just to start next season if Miller and Bester are gone? Well, okay, I'll answer your question. If those two guys are gone, I'm fine with those two lines. That Horvat, Pearson, Hoglander line is played together. I'm fine with that, but I think I don't anticipate both Miller and Bester being gone, quite frankly. Oh, hey, Peter's going to the game. Okay, if I buy 2 tickets somehow, when I might not even buy 1, Peter, I will bring you. Vegas is almost eliminated. I believe they can still pass Dallas Stars and maybe Nashville. Yeah, with 3 games remaining, they can still pass Nashville as well. So they're still playing for a lot. That's why they're going to be really hungry to beat Dallas. But Dallas is going to be very hungry to keep them away too. Should the Canucks sign Hsmfangirl? Yeah, he's a 26-year-old free agent. Played with Ska in the KHL. Just eliminated. A lot of teams, 25 of the 32 teams after him. Sure, if we're, I don't know if we're the leading candidate though. I've read stuff that he wants to go to Edmonton. I'm doing great, Noah. Hope you are doing well as well. Oh, sweet, Jordan, you're going to the game on Thursday. Nice. Oh, that's great, Lucas. I knew they were in the playoffs starting in May. I didn't know what seed they were. Rosario, do I think the Canucks should trade their first round pick? No, I think we've seen what happens when they don't have first round picks. It's kind of boring. So I would like to see them keep it. Not keep it just so it's not a boring draft, but I think you got to start, populating those cupboards once again. Simon, how do you like Edmonton's chances? How do you think I'm going to get to go to playoffs if you act like other Canadian? What? Simon, how do you like Edmonton's chances? How to fly? Do you think I'm going to go in the playoffs if you act like other Canadian teams, Mr. Clay? Simon, a lot of good thoughts there. I just don't understand any of them. But I think, do I like Edmonton's chances? I think it's going to be a toss-up between them and LA in the first round. And I don't know what you're asking with the rest. Sorry, Simon. Can you type it again, and I'll do my best. Chris hates the Kings. Sebastian, looking good as always. Thank you, my friend. Does Rathbone make the team next year? Yes. I want to be the third left shot D behind Hughes and Oyel. I want it to be Dermott and Shen, and then Myers if he's still here. But I think Tucker Pullman, I didn't name him in my top 3 on the right. I think you got to move him. Although it's going to be hard with his concussions now. Yeah, Detroit passed on him. No problem, Tristan. You don't have to. You never apologize. You can write as long as questions as you want. I just might not read the whole thing on the vlog. But I'll always answer your questions. Although it'd be great if you kept it to, well, try and keep it to 2. Three's a lot, but today was okay because there weren't a lot. But if I have too many, I might chop them anyway. So if you can keep it to 2, that would be cool. Do I see Horvat leaving the team? No, I don't. I think out of all players, he could be one that could be Canucks for life, but we'll see. What will the lines look like next season? Miller and Bester are gone. Interesting you asked that, Harry, because I think Dexter put up top, and I could see Horvat with Pearson, Hoglander, and then PPG, Pettersson, not PPG, Pettersson, yeah, Podkolzin and Garland. That is PPG. Who do they target free agency at forward? Canucks for life, they don't have a lot of money. So I think they're really going to focus on building their D. I really do. Do you think the Canucks should trade down? You could always look at trading down because I don't think we're going to get anyone too exciting at 12 or 13 if we don't win the lottery. So we'll see. But I still think you want to have at least a first round pick. Would I bring back Hunt and Chason? Chason, maybe. Hunt, no. Hunt's been good. He's a local guy, but I think we can. I'd rather see Rathbone over Hunt. Which bottom 6 guys should the Canucks target? Like what type of players? there's the Delores of the world, but I still want more speed and skill over size. But if you can find speed and skill with size, that's obviously the best. Those guys are hard to find. Demko looks tired. I agree, Jaskrin. Hey, Ricky. We are well. Hope you are well. Do you think Besser's most likely to be traded because there's qualifying offer? We were talking about this in my Zoom chat for members, and I agree with Justin. And I've heard Sakaris and Price talk about taking Besser to arbitration. It's not the best look. It's not the best at building the relationship. But if you want to get out of that 7.5 next year and make him have a show me year, you could do that. So I don't think he'll be traded. I think they'd rather go to arbitration with him and try and keep him. Thoughts on Ryan Gesla's last game? I never hated him. I never loved him. I appreciated him for Team Canada. So overall, a really good career. Justin saying, what happens if everything happens according to plan and then Martin is the guy who gets us in the playoffs? That would be crazy. Fangirl, do you think Alvin has talks with Miller's agents this summer? I think they should and get at least an idea so they have the whole season to work on it. How much money do you think Highmore and Lamoco will get? Million tops, considering they're in the 750, 800 range right now. If current teams in the playoffs make the playoffs, who do you think makes the Stanley Cup Finals? I'll go. It sounds so easy, but I said this in my Ask Me Anything. I'll go Colorado and Florida. Also, who would you like to make it to the finals, and who do you want to win? My next favorite teams are Colorado and Tampa, but I'd be fine with a Colorado, Tampa, or Colorado, Florida. I think it's Colorado's year. Will there be a state funeral for Guy Lafleur? I don't know. Good question. Simon, how do you like other Canadian teams in the current playoffs this year? Oh, I see. Well, we know that the three Canadian teams will be Toronto, Edmonton, and Calgary. I actually think Calgary has the best chance of those three teams. Toronto's got a crazy division to try and get out of. I can see Calgary winning the Pacific and being in the Final Four. So I'll go with Calgary of the three Canadian teams. Trevor, which right shot do the Canucks target? Saw Marino's name from the Penguins being floated. Yeah, there's him. I don't even know. I keep saying that the Canucks should go after right shot defenseman, but I don't even know who's out there. Let me check real quick. Players, free agents, position, defense, handed right. Let's see what comes up. Okay, go. Update results. Okay, right-handed defensemen that are not too expensive. So forget Subban, Letang, Boychuk, Strawman, Klingberg. Oh, John Klingberg. There's Justin Schultz, 31. Ethan Barrow's 25. Troy Stetcher, 28. Nick Blankenberg. So now we're getting the 2 million guys. Anthony D'Angelo. Noah Dobson. No, he's not going anywhere. Yeah, not a lot there. Not a lot there. Maybe Klingberg. Schultz is 31. You sign him for a couple of years. Ethan Bear, that one's interesting to me. Only $2 million. Okay, so there's some options there. Do you think Miller should be captain if he stays? No, not while Horvat is still here. What happens in the offseason with Halak? Nothing. He's a free agent. He's done. He's not coming back. Jordan says, I think we should trade Rathbone. Oh, I see. Because he's similar to Hughes. Yeah, but you can't have enough good skaters back there, especially when your right side guys aren't best skaters, except for Dermott. Which depth players would you bring back? I'd bring back most of them. Well, there's, you got to think, do you want to bring Chason back? I'm split on that. Richardson, I don't bring back. Patan, I don't. Sheldon Dries, I don't. But RFAs, I would lock up Lockwood, Lamoco, and Highmore. I bring all the RFAs back for sure. Do you think Besser can fetch a top right-hand D anymore? Yes, not top pairing, but top 4. Yeah, I think so. DSS, do you think there's going to be some returning injured players from Vancouver Canucks on Tuesday's game? Probably not. Not Horvat. I doubt Pearson, and not Höglander. Maybe Pearson would be the only one. Tristan, I agree with you. I think I've always said that it's going to be Demko, and then they'll bring a veteran goalie to battle with Martin and DiPietro for the backup spot. Who they targeted as a top defenseman, and what do they have to trade to get him? Besser or Garland? Yes, that could be. So yeah, I just looked at the UFA. That's true. If you go after a guy who's on a roster right now, then you're gonna have to throw in a player like that. But it's not. I shouldn't speculate because every guy I named, they might not be willing to be traded by their team. Do we keep Besser and Miller or draft picks? I think we keep Miller. There's no rush to trade him yet. Besser, we're gonna have to. That's gonna be the most fascinating offseason decision for me. Did the Ducks play 82? No, they still have 2 more to go. But I guess Getzlaf's not playing in his final 2. Do you think Canucks are playing Martin and other players who have a chance to prove themselves for next year in the lineup for Astro? Do you think the Canucks are playing them? No, not while they're still in the playoff race, as slim as it is. Yes, Lucas, I would be open to a play-in tournament, not just because the Canucks would have a better chance, but it adds so much excitement for sure. I just realized how low I'm sitting right now. Yeah. Thanks, Tristan. Oh, David, sorry, I missed it because your question got broken up over two messages. Leafs roster, do you think Canucks should pursue any of Mikheyev, Spezza, Blackwell, Giordano, Campbell? Nope, none. Although I do like Campbell. Peter, from a long-term perspective and based on Alvin and Rutherford wanting to get younger, more dynamic, is best to trade Miller since you can get them. Yeah, but you don't have to, yes, you can trade Miller, but you don't have to trade him until the trade deadline. Rosario says get rid of Myers. Yeah, he was bad last night, but he's not an okay season. Tanner, should we trade Myers? Is there maybe we can get trade OEL because of contract? It's going to be tough. That's a big contract. You have to retain a little bit. Which is your worst contract on the Canucks right now? The worst contract on the Canucks right now, I like him, but to answer your question, it's Ekman Larson. Myers at 6 isn't great, but it's Ekman Larson. And then I don't like the Pullman one for $2.5 million for 3 more years. Chris, Dumba and Minnesota Wild's first pick for either Besser or Garland and the Canucks second round pick. Besser or Garland and the Canucks second round for Dumba and Minnesota Wild's first. Yeah, they won't do it. If it's a first round, I don't think Minnesota will do it. I would do it. Blanks. I don't know who Blanks is. Jaskrin, Clay, we should really think about putting Parker on the right side defense if we can't find any. Yeah, I haven't seen him play, but I presume he's good. I presume he's pretty good. In a fantasy world, who would you rather have, the Canucks, Matthews or McDavid? Both good. I'll go with McDavid, though. Only by a bit. They're both excellent. Jordan says no to Klingberg. Yeah, he wasn't that great when Dallas was in here last week. Playing format, LA Women's Hoops supports it. Dia says, do you think some of the injured players from the Canucks are going to return? I don't think so. Oh, they're saying Myers might get moved in the offseason. Interesting, Evan. How would you feel about Hughes and Parker D-pairing Bookett? They'd be good. They'd be good. Why do you think Benning drafted Juolevi over Matthew Tkachuk? At that time, they thought they needed D-men. And at that time, they thought Juolevi was going to be good. Would you bring back Brad Richardson? No, I wouldn't. I think he's been good to get them through this last little stretch, but I wouldn't bring him back. Chris, Minnesota falling off $14 million in buyout money. Wow. Well, if they can get... Wow, that's a lot of money. That's 20% of the cap. We'll see. I don't know how it affects the guys they have right now. What's slower, an old person driving or Brock Besser skating? I think it'll be a close race. DSS, do you think Bo Horvat will return by last game of the season? No, I don't. Dogwood just got here, no problem. Vegas lost in shootout. No, Dogwood, I explained at the very start that Canucks need 4 things to happen to make the playoffs. We win all 3. Vegas beats Dallas on Tuesday in regulation. Vegas then loses their other 2, and Dallas loses their other 2. No, Edmund Subban is too expensive. Peter, how do you feel about Myers and OEL together? It's concerning to have 2 slow guys. They've been okay, but they've been exposed the last couple games for sure. Yes, Noah, I think Dermott's play has been great, solid. Yeah, Dexter, I don't know if Getzlaf's going to play because I kept hearing them say that it's his last game, not as his last game at home. But Rosario is also saying the same thing, no more home games. Okay, that's fair. Peter says Canucks started losing because Clay picked the Canucks to win. Yeah, I know. I was hating doing that stupid nodding thing. Jaskrin, 4 teams for each division. Martin Jones. Yeah, no, I don't think we need him, Lieb. Dogwood says eliminate shootouts and bring back ties. I've heard a lot of talk about that recently. Oil's a no movement. What rule in the NHL do you think should be changed and or scrapped? What rule in the NHL do you think should be changed? How about you're allowed to direct the puck in with your skate as long as your skate doesn't come off the ice? I know there's a danger thing, but guys are so skilled that I think it's okay if they direct their skate as long as they're not doing a kicking motion. That's the first one I think of. Right at the Peter, I'm drinking a Coke from McDonald's. Probably not the best for my diet, but was in a rush today, and my sister-in-law brought some food over. Oh, I like those trapezoid hybrid icing. Nice. Hey, Clay, do the Canucks still have a shot at the playoffs? Sports Fanatic. I'm not sure who that is. You have to refresh me. But yes, I've gone through it a couple times. It's very improbable. Termott's coming back to contract. No, I don't think so, Jay. Oh, Michelle. Blank says Blankenberg would have loved if the Canucks signed him after his... Oh, I didn't know that. Who does he even play for, Michelle? Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so flippant. I didn't know who that was. Raymond, Jukin moment. Yeah, that I don't think it's gonna happen. No party at Scott Road. Guess I've wanted to retire on home ice. Yeah, that's what I thought, that he wasn't gonna play the last two. Does Pettersson get 100 points? I think he's gonna get close. I think he'll get 90. I'm not sure about 100. Yeah, Rosiero, good point about Bruce. His first season with the Caps, he didn't clinch until the last game of the season. It could happen again. If I had to do the 27 draft again, would you take Pettersson still over Cale Makar? Makar is the only player from that draft class that I would take over Petey, because I think a D-man is harder to get. Of course, you take Makar in 2017. Do you still take Hughes in 2018? And what a dynamic duo that would be. But yeah, in a vacuum, he's the only player from that draft class that I would take over Petey. Gio Weber, is Getzlaf a Hall of Famer to you? Yeah, I think so. Borderline, but I think so. Peter, Adam Gaudette of all people is the one. Yes, that was not good. Andy, I sit in 319. I love Petey, but you take Makar every time. I agree. Trevor, if we don't pick up any D-man but trade Myers, it could be Hughes, Shen, Oyel, Dermott, Rathbone, and Hunt. Yeah, I don't like Hunt as a everyday six-man, to be honest with you. Sports Fanatic, my name on this platform used to be Slap Shot Hockey, but over time I got rid of the videos and changed my name. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for the clarification. What do you do? Do Pietro if Martin's back up next season? You still have him play in Abbotsford, still have him work with Ian Clark when he can. Blanket replaced for CBJ. 4-division alignment feels too wide. Why not go 8 divisions? 8 divisions of 4 teams each? Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that one. JT Miller gets 100 points, so he needs 4 in his final 3. Yeah, he can do it. Clay, when do you think they'll start making the changes? How soon you'll start? Not till the offseason, Carol. Heading up to draft time is when you'll start to see stuff. Brian, what'd you miss? Just 45 minutes of great Canucks chat. Are you more confident or scared in what Alvin? No, I'm neither. I'm confident. I'm not scared. I'm very intrigued, though. I can't wait to see what they do. Michelle, Blankenberg plays for CBJ undrafted, signed a 1-year ELC. Nice. Thank you. Jastrin, guess that might be a Hall of Famer, but not first ballot. I think that's fair. Should we get Stetcher back? Tanner Brown? I don't think so. As much as we liked him, we didn't like the way that he left. I'm not sure if he makes our team better. Good night, Coach Rob. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yeah. I forgot to do that out of the intro, you guys. Thank you. I got too excited. You guys, there's 90 of you in here. Let's get the likes to at least, well, I like 45, half, but that seems like a lot. So let's get the likes to at least 30, 1/3. Like the fact that we're together. Like the fact that the Canucks are still mathematically alive. And like the fact that we have an awesome Canucks community here. And like the fact that we are going to crush Gordle in the next 5 minutes. Is Miller going to stay next season? Well, at least to start the season. Not sure what's going to be happening at the end of the season. Yeah, Jay, I hope they don't move Rathbone. Yes, that would be our division. Calgary, Edmonton, and Seattle. Do I think Lockwood makes the team? Noah, I think he's got a good chance with this late stint here. Bring back for 10. No thanks. Should we sign Louis Eriksson? No thanks. I think you guys are trying to be funny now. Sean, you're most welcome. It's a joy to do this. Rostovich. Yeah, I do like him. Should we trade Hoglander? I think we keep him because of his cheap contract. If he can outplay his contract, that's huge for a cap strap team. Yeah, Canucks access. He did some work with me for a while. Kind of flaked off for a bit, which is fine. He got to worry about school. But young guy, nice guy, like him a lot. Very reactionary though. Very reactionary. That's for sure. We are still alive, Brian. Edler wants to come back one more year and retire as a Canuck. Yeah, maybe. Do you think Burrows should play on Tuesday? Only if we need him on the back end. But I don't think you bring him in just to bring him in. Peter, if Jake Verstappen ever had his legal issues, where you put him in this current lineup? Third or fourth liner. Reaction Club. I already played Gordle and Wordle. They're very tough. Okay, good. Thanks. Don't. That's good. No problem. DSS says bye-bye. Thanks, Reaction Club, for not spoiling it. Is Rathbone playing last few games for Canucks? I doubt it, Tanner Brown. Not if the Canucks are still battling for a playoff spot. Can you believe Edler is about to complete the playoffs? Yes, I can believe it. Teams are backing off on signing Russians. The Canucks should draft them starting in round 3. Yeah, I don't. That's interesting given the world climate, but I don't think that's going to happen. Jordan thinks we should trade Rathbone, similar to Hughes, but worse. You can upgrade. That's fair. Dexter, I find Burrows gets cut out of position. Yeah, he goes for the hit, but he does pinch and get burned a few times. I've noticed that too. Bring back for 10. No thanks, Angelo. Brian, hey, did you see the email that I sent you the other day? I'll have to check, Brian. Brian, what was it about? If it was... Did you sign it, Brian? Let me see. I'll have to look at it later, Brian. But if it's what I think it is, I think I replied today, actually. Linus Carlson, I think he's going to be good. Hopefully he makes the lineup in 2 years or so. Okay, we're going to get to Gordle in about 2 minutes. Took a nap, had a dream, Vegas. Dallas beats Vegas, so Vegas. Yeah, but if Dallas beats Vegas, then the Canucks can't get in. If the Canucks beat the odds for the playoffs, they should beat the odds against the Avalanche. That would be a crazy run. Peter, in a night, Flames, Bruins, Stanley Cup Finals, if you had to choose a team to root for, in a nightmare, well, I dislike the Flames the most, but actually because it's the Bruins and because it's Canadian team, it sounds kind of weird. I'd actually cheer for Calgary over Boston. Edler, greatest defenseman in Canucks history, close. I'd give it to Matthias Olin. Why would we trade Rathbone when we didn't prove himself yet and we won't get value? That's fair, Jastrin. What draft pick do you think we get? Was the last spot for lottery? You can only move up 10 spots, so I think we can only get as high as 3 or 4. Otherwise, it'll be 13 or 14. Thank you, Lucas. I'll get to that in a second. Canucks wall. Oh, yes. No. Brian, I don't know. I didn't see the Canucks wall one. I'll have to look again. Jet Woo, ready for big leagues. 2 more years. My last one. Who's our best prospect who might make the team next year? Well, I think the only guy that are going to make it are Lockwood and Rathbone. I think Klimovich is 2 years away. Patrick Laine as a Canuck, I'd be interested. Burn, have we the mentality to be a playoff team in the future? I do. I think so. And Boudreau's going to be a big part of it. 8.88 thousand subscribers, all 8s. Yeah, it's 8880 when I started. We are at 8881 now. 8's a lucky number in Chinese. Lucas, $10. Clay, do you know the Quad City Mallards of the Central Hockey League could have linked up with Chicago? I know the guy who used to own the club. Oh, no, I did not know any of that stuff. And thank you for the donation, Lucas. Oh, I see. So, Sharms, if the Canucks are out, you want Vegas to be out too. That's fair. Thanks again, Lucas. Okay, did you watch the Canucks Germany game? Canada? No, I didn't. Noah, don't trade Rathbone. Yeah, Brian, I will check as soon as I'm done the stream to look for your email. Sorry about that. Canucks would finish 16th and only move to 6th or 7th. Oh yeah. Okay, thank you, Rosario. No, Line A, I don't think is a free agent. Dallas beats him. Canucks make the playoffs. Does Bruce win the Jack Adams? I think he'll be up there, top 3. I'm not sure if he wins it though. Chris Clay, do you think this would be the most Canucks thing ever to win the draft lottery? The 1 year you can move up 10 spots. Yeah, I could see that happening to us. You're right. It's not Gordle time. That's in 15 minutes. It is Ask Me Anything. And Brian, yes, I'm sorry. I will look for that for sure. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry, I had to rush through. Oh, wait. No, the last couple ones that trickle in because you're asking them as I'm doing this. But no more Canucks or hockey-related questions. I will answer Ask Me Anything for the next 10 or 13 minutes. That is very cool, Dexter. That is a kid on the Canada U8 team who went to school. What's his name? That's awesome. Okay, Ask Me Anything for 12 to 13 minutes. Peter, if a young person came up to you and asked you for life advice, what advice would you give? Treat people well. Listen, be genuine, and treat people well. Not because you want anything in return, but it's the right thing to do. And generally what goes around comes around in a good way and in a bad way. So treat people well. Nachos or hot dogs when you go to the movies? Neither. I've never had nachos or a hot dog movie. I ate popcorn, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably pick a hot dog. You're going to live stream in Hawaii? You bet it. You bet. I don't know what I'm saying. You betcha, Angela, I will. I will live stream in Sweden and I'll live stream in Hawaii. All I need is an internet connection and a camera. Dexter, Matthew Wood. Very cool. Clay, your NBA Finals matchup prediction. I'm going Boston, Golden State. Favorite thing about having a dog? Companionship. Jordan. No. You're not bashing him. You're being realistic. No problem. Been to Jollibee yet? No, LA Women's Hoops, and I have no burning desire to go there. I'll get there eventually. Have you caught up with the Russian-Ukraine conflict? Depends what you mean caught up. I'm aware of it, but I don't follow it every day. Shannon, $5 donation. Thank you, Shannon. Let's give Shannon some love. Believe in the Canucks from Shannon, Rob, and Charlie the cat. Well, thank you, Shannon, Rob, and Charlie. Nothing to do, just watch Clay. Peter, similar question to the previous one. What is your next advice someone has given you, whether you're young or even now? What is the next advice, maybe best advice someone has given me? Stay humble, maybe. I've been taught that in a few ways by different people in different scenarios. Stay humble. Favorite and least favorite place you have been? Favorite. Ooh. Well, I got to go to Rome, which is nice. Hawaii is nice for a vacation. Maybe those two places. Least favorite. Really don't have a least favorite, admittedly. A couple places in the States I've been that I haven't been thrilled with, but I don't want to name them. But then I haven't really stayed in any, maybe like a small town in Oregon, but that's only because we were passing through. So I don't really have a least favorite, but favorite place, I like Rome and I like Hawaii. Going to Hawaii in August, going to Rome in a couple of years with Gail. Favorite character in Shawshank Redemption? Very good. You guys know it's my favorite movie. I was really, taken by Morgan Freeman's character, Red, I think, for sure. I see another donation by Lucas floating around. I thought I saw it. Oh, no, I didn't. It was the first one. Oh, no. Oh, I see it. Where is it? Oh, no, it was the first one. I better catch up. What phone do you have? iPhone 11 Pro Max. Are you going to Canucks ticket giveaway midnight? I am this one going. No, Tristan, no Canucks give. I don't have any more tickets to give away. There's only 2 games left. And I'm not going to midnight tonight. I'm going to midnight on Friday. I'll do some giveaways, but it won't be Canucks tickets. Edmund, who would you say would have a more disappointing season, the Nuggets or the Nets after they got eliminated from the playoffs? I think Nets just because of their Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame caliber players on there. Thoughts on Justin Trudeau? Not my favorite. Matt Go, not my favorite. Your favorite Netflix shows? I don't watch Netflix. My wife Gail does, watches a lot. I don't watch any Netflix. So just movies, but I don't watch any series on it. Simon, what would you recommend for dating advice or in something your opinion? That's a very, very, very wide open question. Maybe it's the same as my life advice: is treat people well. And it depends. Simon, you got to give me more details. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're in a relationship, if you're chasing someone, if you're being chased, and I don't know what you're looking for in a relationship. So you're gonna have to give me some more details. Jaster, no. Do I really think? I think it's gonna be one of 4 teams. I think it's gonna be Boston, Milwaukee, Golden State, or Phoenix. Yeah, I did a basketball pool, and I have Boston and Golden State in one of my finals, and I have Phoenix in the other one. I can't remember. Maybe I have Phoenix over Milwaukee or Phoenix over the 76ers. I can't remember. No, I Phoenix is really good. They're actually my favorite team, but I just think Golden State, now that they're finally healthy, are going to be very tough to stop. I really do. Good luck, Lieb, on your math test. Dexter, do you think Charlie the Cat versus Mickey would be a good scrap? Mickey's pretty wimpy. He thinks he's tough, but I don't want to insult Shannon. I don't know how tough Charlie is. I don't want any of them to get hurt, but I'll put my money on Charlie. Any advice when having a part-time job? Make sure you don't work full-time hours and get paid part-time. That's number 1. And I think stay balanced. Keep your priorities straight, but stay balanced. If it's part-time, make sure that stays part-time. If you had the keys to Warriors management, do you think their team should prepare to rebuild or still make one last run? Keep running while you can, I think, and then strike it down. But keep going. That's what I would do. How'd you meet Gail? Through high school. Favorite and least favorite thing about high school. Favorite thing was meeting Gail. Least favorite thing was I don't know, just the way I saw some people treat other people. Carol, what are you going to do? What are you going to do besides watching Sun win for Canada? Oh, in Sweden? I don't know. We're not going to get a car. I'm going to try and sightsee a little bit, but obviously my priority will be watching Jacob Bull, and then we'll kind of build up the itinerary from there. Scuba diving in Hawaii? Yeah, maybe. I'm not the best with deep water. What are some of the most interesting countries you've traveled to? Yeah, been to Italy in Rome. Been to London, England for a conference. Been to the Philippines. That was interesting. But South Africa is probably my most interesting one. I did a speaking gig there back in 2007, South Africa. Rosario, thank you. GLHF. What does that mean? Good looking Hall of Fame? No. What does GLHF mean? But thank you, Rosario, for the donation. Appreciate you. Tristan says 7. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Nice Canucks logo shirt. Thank you, Angelo. I'll be honest with you. How do you know you like someone? Well, if you like the way you feel when you're around that person, I think you like that person. Canuck Carl, how old were you when you started playing piano? 4 years old. Golden Knights lost to the Sharks in overtime. Yes, we talked about that quite a bit earlier, Brian. Do they have proms in Canada? Yeah, they do. They do. And they have that silly promposal that wasn't a thing when I was in high school, but it is now. Lucas, if Suns win it all, would you get an NBA's final championship shirt? Probably not. The Suns are my favorite team, but not enough. I'm pretty cheap when it comes to certain things. I won't buy a lot of non-Canuck stuff. Dream car. Great question, Steven. I am not much of a car guy. I am not much of a car guy at all, so I'm not going to sit here and say Lamborghini or McLaren or Ferrari or Porsche. Maybe a sporty hybrid of some sort or electric car. Does that make sense? I don't know. I know nothing. I'm happy with my Civic and my Odyssey. If you had to choose one to watch with Gail, Twilight movies or The Notebook? Twilight, not interested in, so I guess it's The Notebook. Trevor, how often do you use public transit? I don't use it a lot, not because I'm a snob. I use a car for better, for worse. Always driving wherever I go or walking if it's close. So I can't say I use public transit at all, to be honest with you. How much can you bench press? Look at me. Nothing. I've always said, I don't know how good of a demonstration is going to be. I don't want to make this look bad. I don't know if you can tell or if you've seen. Oh, this is going to be bad. But my butt and my legs, those are my muscular parts. I have a big butt and I have strong legs. And remember, they used to call me Mr. Calves. My arms and my chest are very weak, like very weak. It's kind of embarrassing. So some people say that athletes should be able to bench their own weight. There's no way I'm going to bench my own weight. I don't know if I can even bench half my weight. Oh, thanks, Rosero. That's awesome. Okay, I better speed up so we can get to Gordle in 5 minutes. How did you connect with Nadia? What was it like having that first conversation? I actually reached out to Nadia through her mom on Facebook, and her mom has been very sweet. She's credited me with being the first non-media person to reach out to them. And I was like the first person to get my interview out. There were like a couple other stories at the same time, but I was the first video interview to get on. I just have this goofy little YouTube channel, but the family has been really good to me. So I reached out to the mom on Facebook. Clay, you still play poker? This is Ian. Yes, Ian. I meant to, nice to see you, Enotech. I meant, you said that once before, and I never got a chance to see it until after I went off. So no, not a lot of poker, Ian. Haven't given you cash in a while. No, you're fine. But I'll play blackjack once in a blue moon. I played it actually over the weekend when I went to go see my friend Maria sing at the casino. So I can still play poker. I still remember how to play, but I haven't played. I play maybe once a year with the same group of guys. Those guys are still going, Ian, every couple of weeks. Same guys. A lot of different mixed games now, though. Love at first sight. Does it exist? I believe so, but you got to make sure that it's not a baseless feeling. Simon, how do you like your school, and what favorite class of school do you like, Mr. Clay? Well, when I was in high school, I liked music. I liked math. Now I love what I'm studying, and it's for my work. It's all Catholic courses. No problem, Brian. I know you weren't here. Good luck. Have fun. Okay, thanks. See, you guys got to teach me these things. Dream country you want to visit you never visited before. Oh, I forgot to mention I like Japan. I've been there once. A country that I've never visited before, Australia. I know it's a continent, but I want to go to Australia. What's your favorite Canuck thing you own? Ooh, my favorite Canuck thing you own. I don't, aside from jerseys and t-shirts, I actually don't own a lot of memorabilia. I guess I like Horvat gave Sean his cap when he caddied for him, but it might be my Hughes jersey, my black skate jersey. If you had to pick one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? I get sick, but it'd be salmon sashimi. Who takes public transit and van? Do they use a card to pay for fare? Yeah, they have what's called a Compass card. A lot of people still take it for sure. Mr. Calves, you remember Dexter. Is your treadmill still out of commission? Am I still working out with my trainer? Edmund, yes, but less now because I've started softball and hockey. So when I don't have a hockey, softball, or bowling night, I will still go to my workouts. And yes, we still use our treadmill as well. Anil, nice to see you. Anil, oh, awesome. How back does my affiliation with the Canucks go? Well, I've been a fan all my life. I've been an assistant ticket holder for 11 seasons, and I'm not formally connected, but they know who I am through volunteer, through my songs, through my vlogs. So I'd say, let's say a friendly working relationship for the past 5 or 6 years, maybe, is the best way to put it. I guess ever since I did my first Canucks Christmas Carol with them, so 7 years. 7 years. Rosero, good. I can't bench my own weight, but I weigh a lot. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Noah. When will the next live stream be? It's right on the screen. Friday night. Live stream till 4. Those are good times. Mixed games. Yeah, thank you, Ian. I appreciate it. Peter, most likely to fall asleep during class out of the whole family. Well, given how much Jacob and Sean sleep during the day, they work their butts off, but they always argue about who naps more. It's got to be one of those two guys. I'm going with Jake. Canadians can go to Cuba. Yep. Jastrin, can I take all of your jerseys and you get nothing in return? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. CV, what are your thoughts on Ryan Getzlaf? I thought he's a good player. Tough, not too dirty, but feisty. I think he's a good player. I've been to Australia and Melbourne, but couldn't go to Sydney because of COVID. Oh, that's too bad, Lieb. Got to head out. No problem, Trevor. Angelo, you should do a live cooking show. Yeah, you watch me burn my house down. Shannon, no problem. No problem. If it's a quick one, I will answer them. I really want to go to Japan. Live stream until 1 on Friday. We'll see how good of a mood I'm in. Be a tag team partner with Stone Cold or The Rock. I love them both, but you can't top The Rock's personality and his athletic ability. Okay, that's good, you guys. Let's go to Gordle. You know, there's something interesting. If you played Gordle today, so Justin, if you're still here, if you're still here, whip up that disclaimer. And check this out, you guys. Gordle is expanding. I think they're running out of names. Because look at this. Right there, they say, when you go to the Gordle site today, it says, all last names of NHL players past and present. So I guess it used to be only present players and they're running out of players' names. So now it's past and present. Now they say names longer than the target will prompt the user to move the name left or right. Only letters that end up on the board will reveal letters in that answer. Names shorter. So they're basically opening themselves up to doing more than 5-letter names, which was interesting. Which is very interesting. And then names that have no punctuation, St. Louis becomes St. Louis. And then, oh yeah, Gordle 100, April 28 will be our first 6-letter name. So my next live stream is on Friday night, the 2-hour one. If we indeed play Gordle, which I'm sure we will, we may get a 6-letter name. But in the meantime, I will take a name now. Give me a 5-letter name, a 5-letter hockey name. No problem, Greg. No, we didn't talk about Boudreaux, but I'm not going to talk about it today. I'll save that for another stream. And some people in the sun run. That's cool. Amanda comes in with Taves. Rosario says Patan. Charm says Sedin. All good guesses. Paul says Hughes, but that won't fit. You know, I like Taves because it's got 2 vowels in S and T. Patan has 2 vowels in PTN. Sedin has 2 vowels in SDN. You know, I'm going to go with Patan because I like E and A and I like the use of the T. Let's try this. Okay, I will take the next guess that has an A in it, but not in that spot. The next guess that has an A in it, but not in that 4th spot. Can't be Halak, Jastrin, because that A is in that 4th spot. I'll take the next guess that I see. Line A can't use because the N and the E are gone already, Charms. Can't have a P, E, T, or N. Simon, I do like the Whitecaps, or do you like the Canadians? What sports team in the summer do you like watching? BC Lions. Locally, I like the BC Lions. David. Is there a hockey player named David? I know there's Connor McDavid. Okay, not a bad guess, actually. So we got the A in the right spot, and we know there's an I somewhere, but just not in the 4th letter. And now we don't need a P, E, T, N, D, or V. Okay, so I'll take the next name that has an A in the 2nd. No, can't use Tanny. Can't use Makar because that has an A in the 4th. Can't use Tanev because it has no T and no N. So again, looking for a name that's got an A in the 2nd spot and an I somewhere else. Come on, guys. Reaction Club warned us, said this one's going to be tough. But I'm so confident. We're so smart. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Wow. We've hit a complete lull. No one guessing in the chat. Wow, you guys, I got 5 new subscribers today. I'm at 8886. I don't know. Sometimes you never know if those are bots or spams and if it goes back down overnight, but 8886 is pretty cool. We might get to 8,900 by the end of the month, which would put on track to get to 9,000 by the end of June. All right, so not a lot of guesses coming through. So if there's an A in the 2nd and an I in the 3rd, can't use Ekin Chris because of the E. Can't use Line A because of the N. Oh, sorry, fangirl. Actually, if you didn't say anything, I don't know if anyone else would have noticed. Brooks like. Oh, very good, Rosario. Excellent. Wow, Rosario. Let's give some love to Rosario. That is awesome. Oh, wow, they've totally changed Gordle now. They give a little bit of a commentary now. A Leafs legend. He seems to have become some sort of Instagram influencer since his last game. I don't know about a Leafs legend. I know him more from his time in Washington. And yeah, very good, Rosario. And let's see our stats. Look at us. We're so good. We are 28 for 28. The majority of the time we get it in 3 guesses. But overall, we are just one very smart group. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up now. I see that our sponsor friend, Jason Lim, has just popped in. Thank you, Jason, for coming. Appreciate you as always. But I am going to wrap up at this time. So thank you to everyone who donated tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who subscribed tonight and any one of you that were on here for the very first time. Yeah, everyone who came late or who missed it by accident, you guys know that I usually go 10 o'clock, and tonight I actually went a bit later. I went 10:15. So next live stream, not going to be Wednesday night. I usually go Sunday, Wednesday, but I'm going to be studying for a final, which is on Friday. So then I will stream Friday night at the very end of the Canucks season, 10 p.m. to midnight. So hope you join me on Friday. Don't forget, the Canucks can still make the playoffs if they win all 3 of their games. If Vegas beats Dallas in regulation, and then Vegas and Dallas proceed to lose their other 2 games in regulation. So might be tough, but we will see. We will see what happens. And yes, Dexter says, yeah, that I'm not streaming again until after the season is over. So you have 3 Canucks games to enjoy. Parker and I will be streaming tomorrow night for Canucks After Dark at 10 p.m. Okay, moderators, thank you. Sponsors, thank you. Members, thank you. I always say, yeah, and for everyone, thank you for being here. Like this video on the way out, and I appreciate that you taking the time to join me tonight. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Become a member or upgrade if you like to. And leave a comment down below if you like to. How are you feeling now with the Canucks slim but still alive playoff chances? Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. What do you call a zombie who can... No, I almost screwed up there. Let's start again. What do you call a zombie who writes music? A decomposer. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah. That's my zombie voice. Good night.